Ladies, let's talk about authenticity. And I'm back. I want to share another quick tip for being your authentic self. Now, this tip relates to authenticity in your relationships with other people. Because usually what starts to happen is once you kind of made your I'm being an authentic person announcement, you are still interacting with people, families, friends, loved ones, co-workers, strangers, whatever. You're still interacting with people, and you have to figure out how you can be your authentic self with other people, so that you can kind of maintain this authenticity that you've been working to kind of build around yourself and be more comfortable in. And so one way to do that is to be honest in your relationships with others. This is something that can be a little hard for the non-confrontational types such as myself. I don't prefer confrontation. I don't like to have to try to get in someone's face or call someone out or whatever. I don't want to do that. So it can be challenging for me. It's something that I have to work for. So what I would say is work on being more honest in your relationships with other people. Now, I want to pause because there are plenty of people who, under the guise of keeping it real, will basically be jerks or be mean or be rude, and they're in their mind being blunt, that equates to being mean and hurting someone's feelings. That's not true. When you are keeping it real and you're being mean and someone is hurt by what you're saying, or you're being rude, that's not keeping it real. That's being a jerk. And no one deserves you to be a jerk to them. No one, asks for it. It's not necessary. If you want to deliver news that may not be the most pleasant, there are tons of ways that you can do it and be tactful. So being authentic does not give you the right, does not give you permission, does not give you a pass to be a jerk and to hurt people's feelings. It just doesn't. So that's not how you do it. However, it also does not give you an excuse to not speak your mind and to not speak up in situations with other people where you should. So you can start small. When I decided I wanted to be my authentic self and I wanted to work toward it, I would just be more honest in conversations with people. So when people would say things that sounded kind of weird, I would be like, well, I don't really know if that'll work, or that sounds a little strange. And I have my cadence and my way of doing things, but in the interaction though, what was received was, I don't like that, or I don't agree with you. And even though people might say some things that I might think is, the dumbest, I might think that sounds crazy. And at this point, I might be like, that sounds a little crazy. And I still said it, but what I didn't say was, girl, that's crazy. And, hurt someone's feelings, make someone feel inadequate, make someone doubt themselves. You see what I mean? It's all about how you do it, but it doesn't give you permission not to do it. So yes, I've given you permission to be more authentic. I've told you that you need to feel your feelings, but you also need to learn constructive ways to communicate those feelings. And by being honest in your interactions with other people in a way that is tactful and respectful, because being authentic does not give you permission to be disrespectful, rude, and unnecessarily blunt just for the sake of hurting someone's feelings, because if you're going to say something cutting, it's going to cut. Don't do that. But be honest, and find your way of being honest in a way that people can receive, because the thing about being authentic is that you want people to receive it as you're being authentic. You don't want people to think that all of a sudden you've turned into a raging bitch and you're just sharing your opinion to everybody and you don't care who believes or hears, because that's what you're going to do, because that's what you do. Nobody really likes that person, and ultimately people will stop talking to you. And they might still be nice to you, but you'll notice that they won't be their authentic selves around you. And the thing about authenticity is that it gives as it receives, and authentic energy begets other authentic energy. So if you're being mean, rude, disrespectful, or if you're being a wallflower and not speaking up, then eventually that's what you'll start to get from other people, and you won't be your authentic self. So in doing that, I just say work on being honest in your relationships, in your communications, in your exchanges with other people, and that will help you into being your authentic self. So ladies, I look forward to this talk. If you have comments, if you have thoughts, if you have examples of ways that you've been your authentic self, I would love to hear, love to share them with others, and I look forward to the next time that we talk again.